Hey,
Do
we
it.
are back with session 36B. Uh, what happened last time? Because it was 2 weeks ago. You guys got to Omu, um, picked up a new friend by the name of Orvex. He is a
It's
scholar.
very brave.
What?
It's very brave.
he's yes, he's extremely brave as Sir Robin. Um, his strengths lie not so much in combat and more in non-combat things. Primarily, you have a guest now who can translate ancient Amuan and other languages for you on the fly. Uh, I think you guys cleared. Um, you got the cube for Shagambi's shrine uh, because the other group had it and they disappeared, and Orvex had their cube. I believe you also solved Kubazan's shrine. I'm gonna mess that up, but I know you solved two shrines, so I think you have two cubes. I probably have it written down, but if I look at the map, I'll know. Anyway, so you have two puzzle cubes of Trickster Gods of Omu, uh, and then as you guys continued exploring the city, you crossed a bridge over the uh, river from the flooded north half of the city and ran into uh, some asshole shooting arrows at you from cover. After a short fight, that individual shouted their surrender, and I think that's about where we left off. So there is a. Oh, this is where it gets weird. So this person is a tabaxi, which is a cat person, even though until 5th edition, Tabaxi were actually a group of native humans of Chult. They've since decided that Tabaxi are cat people because I think the internet loves cat people. Um,
Oh yeah.
so
Don't ever
Armoring,
go to
contain your
Pornhub.
enthusiasm.
I'm sorry.
I can't even make it like 5 minutes into my recap without getting angry at a Wizards of the Coast retcon. Um, for what it's worth, Tabaxi used to be one of the main tribes of Chult, and now somehow Tabaxi have become cat people.
I'm sure this will probably get edited out of video, but I just gotta say everybody loves fur titties.
I don't edit shit out of the videos, man.
God, I love you.
All I do, you've obviously never watched them then. Um, all I do is I just take each video clip, put it together, and put that Tomb of Annihilation card in between the clips for 5 seconds. That's my super intense editing skills.
I need to go call my lawyer.
What? Oh.
Wait, like really, or are you making a dry joke?
I'm joking.
Oh
Oh,
god.
okay. Well, I mean, given what's happened in the last week, I wasn't sure if that was serious or not. I was like, oh shit.
And I'll leave what that's supposed to mean to the viewer.
Oh boy. Yeah. Like Gail's got some shit to talk to somebody about. Um, so I think that's where we are. Questions, comments, concerns. I don't give a fuck about the third one, but I will
Uh,
take silence as no, unless that was the beginning of a question.
no, that's all good.
Cool. So you open. You guys have. Some of you have crossed the tree bridge into these ruins on the other side of Omu, um, other side of the river. This lanky tabaxi person has jumped down from the roof he was hiding on and has put his bow on the ground and has called out that he's he's willing to surrender.
Took him long enough.
What do you guys do?
Um.
You mounted Murakana. That was awkward.
She wants it. She wants the love.
Oh boy.
Nay.
Guns above.
Oh
Uh,
Jesus!
so he put his bow down, right?
His bow is on the ground in front of him.
I take the bow.
Are you alone?
He looks at you. Yes, I am alone.
So
Hmm.
why did you attack us?
Uh, he looks to you and says, I am a hunter. I hunt. Obviously, you are not as weak of prey as I thought you were.
Yeah, well, next time aim for something that doesn't shoot back.
Hmm. Hunters are not supposed to hunt people.
Where you're from?
He just kind of looks at you and he says, your hunters sound like they're probably easy prey then.
Gil's just gonna
Hunters
point a
usually
gun at him and just, you want to say that again?
He
we
just,
usually like to hunt things that can eat us, not stab us.
and he just smiles, showing that he has very sharp, a mouthful of very sharp teeth that you imagine if he bit you, uh, he would maybe actually be able to eat a part of you.
Rude.
Yeah.
I don't know, Gail. I think he's got me on that one.
Yeah, we've seen
So
worse out here.
Hmm.
yeah, pretty much.
So what do we do with him?
Well, we were here searching for, or rather, we were exploring the ruins. Does he know? Uh, shit. So we're searching for the cubes in that. Sorry, it's been a while. Just trying to get my notes on it.
What's your name again?
Uh, in your tongue, my name is Bag of Nails.
Huh. That's that is a very unique name.
He said. Maracana said.
Yeah, I was gonna call him Screwhead, but I guess that works.
He
Uh,
looks at all of you and says, our people's names are usually indicative of a feature of us that can be pronounced by others who cannot speak our language. And so I think
So you are pointy?
and he just smiles, showing his teeth again.
Fair
It's
enough.
it's not a very happy smile. Like whenever Bag of Nails smiles, it looks more like he's getting ready to pounce and eat you, kind of like a.
I mean, you can try, but the dude has no weapon now, so.
Well,
Uh,
congratulations, Mr. Nails. You are now our new guide.
he raises an eyebrow at that and says, what is it you are seeking in Omu?
Death, destruction, people that want to eat souls, you know, the
We're
usual.
after the soulmonger.
He looks at the two of you blankly. The Soulmonger? I am unfamiliar with this um, treasure.
You're probably right. However, you're probably familiar with its effects by now. Anyone who dies, their souls never return to their bodies,
Because their
even upon
souls get
resurrection.
eaten forever. Or maybe not. I don't know. They didn't really explain that to me.
The omens are pretty clear.
He uh, he turns his head to the side, kind of pondering this for a moment, and then turns back to all of you and shrugs and says, "Dead is still dead. What
No.
if it's important to you?"
I take it you're not familiar with clerical magic.
More importantly, I take it you're not familiar with the
Divine
great hunt that becomes after life.
Ah, is that one of your human stories?
Must be saying that to Maracana, but yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, I
Yeah.
am addressing the last person who spoke.
Fair enough.
We don't have a table where I can stare at each of you, so my apologies.
Yeah.
Mother always told me that death was only the next step of life.
And Nails just says, "Well, I'm sure that was a comforting bedtime story."
Comforting? No, because apparently you lead to war afterwards. Or happiness. I don't know. She never really explained it quite in detail.
Hmm. Well,
Either way, this machine is, or whatever it is. I'm assuming, Gale, it's a machine, right?
I was under the impression it's a relic of some sort.
Could be,
But
could be magic, could be machine, could be some dude with a scroll.
Well, whatever it is, it's blocking the way.
and you think this device is somewhere in Omu?
We are
it might
certain
very
of
well
it.
be under it.
Sorry, I heard Arm. What did you say?
I said we are certain of it.
I heard you. The
Oh.
Oh, said it may very well be under it. We just need to find a number of cubes that will help us unlock the way.
Ah. Well, the cubes are each in a shrine. I know that much. There are many groups who are trying to find those. You're not the first.
No, but we may as well be the last.
If your gods will it. Um, well, I can certainly assist you. I am also searching for something in this city, but it seems we are not in competition for the items we seek, so we could
What do
be.
you seek? Perhaps we could help you.
I am seeking the navel of the moon.
Gale, you know what that is?
No, but you could try looking up.
Uh, Nails looks at you, Gal, and says, "You are a clever one, but it is not the moon. It is an artifact that can help someone find whatever it is they most desire."
Sounds like you ought to be spending your better time looking for that thing rather than something to help you find it, but that's just me.
Mother told me of such a device. She had another name for it. I don't know remember what it was called. Something with a compass in its name. I don't know.
Ah, have you also heard the legend of Michael Bolton?
I have not, but I am interested to hear.
He is the bard that sings of the tale of Jack Sparrow and his magic compass. That is just a tale, but this is a true artifact.
Hmm. We will
Nothing?
help you.
No
We
one?
will.
Nobody's watched those YouTube videos? Okay, never mind.
I had to mute myself for a minute.
I
I
think
figured at
you
least
broke.
one of you guys had seen that, but
I think you broke
I
Gale.
needed a minute to catch my breath.
you okay? Good. It landed. I'm glad it landed for someone. Have you just been on mute this whole time so that you don't deafen us?
I think you broke him.
I broke Gale. Fantastic. It's a good day.
Oh, oh.
If you haven't ever seen it, go look up Michael Bolton and Jack Sparrow. Maybe if we take a break, you can go watch that. It's pretty good. I'd make that our background music for a minute, but I'd probably get YouTube algorithm flagged.
Oh
Um,
God.
that happened to me for the boss fight. Um,
Did it really?
yeah, that song from Senua's Sacrifice, that got a copyright notice. It didn't stop me from posting, but I cannot monetize that video if I ever wanted to. Anyway, speaking of, I should have background music.
Oh God, I found the video.
There you go. Watch that for a minute while I get this set up.
Oh fuck.
Is that where I say the link will be in the description of the video when I post this? There we go. Okay, so back to it. Are you done watching Michael Bolton sing about Jack Sparrow?
I'm stopping because I want to enjoy this in its full glory.
Yeah, you really do. It's pretty good.
Oh my god.
And Lyokin has just quit. He's just done with this game.
No, we must have Xanthiel, the horse
All right.
goddess.
Okay. So it's about, we'll just say it's about mid-afternoon. So Bag of Nails says, are you planning on continuing further into the ruins today, or are you planning on breaking at some point in the near future?
I assume you would like to heal your wounds, as would we.
That can be easily accomplished. And if that works, you can split that as much as you guys want. So, well, we only got 2 wounded, don't we?
So they
Yep.
each gain that.
Damn.
Everybody gains that.
Well, up to 6 creatures of your choice. Yeah.
Each regain hit points equal to 2d8 plus your spell casting. So everybody gets 12. Point of order, do you include Bag of Nails in that or no?
Yep.
Cool. I will heal him for 12. And he nods to you appreciatively as that healing power restored some of the damage from your fight. As well, if you want to press onwards, we can certainly do so. If you would like to rest for the remainder of the day, my meager residence is nearby.
That would be most appreciated.
Indeed.
Okay. So y'all, this part's going to be more theater of the mind because I didn't make a residence just for the sake of making a residence. But he leads you guys kind of the equivalent of 2 or 3 blocks deeper towards the east side of or east past the river, and shows you to his, I guess, it's not a hovel, but it's not a nice place. He basically ushers you into the basement of one of these ruined buildings that is still, it's fairly intact, and it's most importantly fairly dry. There's no water seeping in, and in it he has kind of a scavenged table. There's not really many chairs because it's just him, but there's also a bedroll and space. The basement kind of extends beyond, so there's definitely room for all of you to sleep there. And he welcomes you in, noting, welcome. This is not designed for entertaining company, so you will have to forgive me. I can prepare some dinner for us. And as he says that, you notice that he actually has a meager kitchen where it appears he had actually prepared a stew earlier in the day, and he goes over to kind of check on the stew. He's adding some spices and some extra vegetables and stuff to it to kind of flesh it out.
I can forgive you for shooting me, so I can forgive you for this easily.
Yeah. So he spends some time kind of tasting the stew, kind of getting it all ready to go, and then disappears into the darkness, and you hear kind of clattering and crashing as he's presumably digging through ruins and rubble, and comes back with a handful of various mismatched bowls, since he really only had a bowl for himself, and just starts ladling the stew out into bowls for everybody and putting it on the table.
My man. Moving on.
Yeah,
Sorry. Yeah, I was just,
does anybody want to talk to anybody or do anything, or do y'all just want to eat dinner, go to bed for the night, carry on the next day?
I don't suppose I should ask what's in the stew.
Probably
no,
best not.
I've got you.
Okay. Well, I mean, I'm gonna say for role-playing purposes, you're all within a 30-foot space around the table. So as you cast that and look at it, the stew definitely, it has, let's see here, it locates poisonous creatures. You identify the kind in each case. Okay, yeah, cool. So one of the spices or vegetables or whatever that Bag of Nails put in this stew is called, there's a trace from the magic you get of something called Midnight's Tears in the stew. And it appears to be in all of the stew, including the bowl in front of Bag of Nails. So you notice that.
And that's a poison, because otherwise you wouldn't notice it.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is literally a poison. Midnight's Tears is a poison. No question.
Well, yeah, no, I tell everyone about that. Like, I point out, hey, there's midnight tears in this shit. I'm not shit, but soup.
And
whatever it was.
Yeah, Bag of Nails goes, "Oh, I assume that is something you cannot eat," and makes a very blatant show of picking up his bowl of soup and drinking from it, licking his lips as he does so. He just kind of shrugs and says, "Well, my apologies."
Was it? I've got it. I cast that on the food.
Awesome. It's purified.
Sweet.
And as you're doing that, it affects the bowl of soup that Bag of Nails is drinking, and he just kind of wrinkles his nose and goes, "Ruins the flavor."
But it won't kill us now.
You are definitely an odd one.
I love players. Can I just say that? Carrying on. Yeah, so y'all eat the stew. It's a pretty tasty vegetable stew. There are definitely some chunks of meat in it, although you may be better off not questioning exactly which animal it was that was used to...
Or what its name was.
It's man.
Well,
It's a man, baby.
it's not long pork, but depending if you have any sensitivities to the food that you eat, remember that this is a cat person. And I don't know if any of you have cats, but they'll eat anything.
I have two, and they are just little monsters.
Right? Terrifying.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you have the stew, and you guys can gain the benefit of a long rest afterwards, if you choose to do so.
Fantastic.
I'm just pouring another beer for myself.
And on that note, I'm going to go get me another claw, because there ain't no law.
What?
I'm out of anything but White Claw. Don't judge me.
You and my dad both love those things.
What is White Claw?
Actually,
It's a hard seltzer.
I don't particularly love them, but they're easy to drink and they don't give me hangovers.
Sounds
On
like
the
it
other
would give you
hand-
See,
gut
I've just
rot.
got a shitload of twisted tea here. I've got a whole shelf of my refrigerator that is now full of nothing but twisted tea and White Monster.
Oh my god, ladies
See-
and gentlemen, you need to drink real drinks.
This is a
Yeah.
threat.
My go-to is tequila.
There
I'm
we
out of
go.
tequila.
We're getting close. Well, I don't know, based on the last time you had tequila when we played.
I mean, I've got like 3 bottles of Brennivin as well. So
Well, if we ever have another Eve Vegas, we're all getting fucked up.
look, next time there's an Eve thing, I'll bring one of the bottles of Brennivin if it's not in Iceland. If it is in Iceland, I'll just buy one
Am I the only one who doesn't drink?
because
Yeah,
that
exactly.
shit will hurt you.
I think you probably are the only one of us here that doesn't drink.
We can rectify that.
Oh, really? Because I'll die if I do.
I'm not making fun of drinking
Oh.
or non-drinking status. Let's be clear. I'm making fun of what they are drinking. Fundamental difference. If you don't drink, that's cool. But if you do drink, why the fuck
I
are we
mean-
drinking White Claw?
I wish we could be having something other than drinks right now, but I might be getting tested soon. So woo,
Oh boy.
partay. I blame the bard.
Excuse me.
Have
Well,
some- have
aren't
some-
you supposed to be the closest thing we have to a bard analog? Like, you've got the highest charisma.
He keeps saying he's going to be a barbarian, but he never takes a level on bard.
Yeah. And he hasn't slept around it either, whereas Sareth has very clearly beaten him to the punch despite having shit all for charisma.
I mean, there's two fundamental differences here.
Well, yeah, true.
The characters that you have played have been attractive women, by and large. Although I guess how attractive a centaur is probably...
Plus she's old, so I don't know.
Oh, she's
I
an
don't know
old
about that.
centaur? Okay.
Yeah, just like 68, I think, which is for a centaur, like pretty late into their lifespan.
Well, Sareth was definitely...
Yeah, she was very, very young for an elf.
She
like,
was
barely an adult.
down to clown. I guess is most. Anyway, I don't think Arm has actually tried to.
That's the thing. Like, why? I'm surprised you haven't put the moves on the Seeker or something yet.
It's because
Dead
Gamer's games,
styles.
he knows that she'd just carve him up. Okay, so to get back on track, let me do this. I'm gonna put a stop in there, and we're back. So we are at Bag of Nails residence the next morning. On the other side of the river, I've opened up the Omu map, which is hopefully loading for everyone. Also with you, just to remind everybody, you have Zendala and Artis and Masika. You
And the
also-
horse goddess.
and Orvex and Bag of Nails. So, also worth noting, if we get into combat, I have made Masika into a rogue, and I think Gale, I'll probably give you Masika to play.
Yeah, you mentioned that.
Artis
last time, I think.
is a fighter. Armoring, you will get Artis in combat if we get into combat.
Yeah, I'm going to apologize now. I had a 66-hour week this week, so I didn't get to do jack shit.
So it's not that big of a stretch for you. It's if we get into combat, I'll explain one or two things to you
Right.
before we
Yeah.
start.
I promise to do my best, but can't make any promises.
There's like 2 abilities you have to know about that are very simple.
Alrighty.
There is no spell list to try and figure out. Sib, same with Masika. She's basically a rogue with sneak attack.
Masika can sneak into my loincloth anytime.
God damn it.
Masika just looks quizzically at you.
I didn't say that!
I mean, you did.
Says,
You didn't say it. You might not have said it in character, but she still has that sixth sense of, I don't trust
you
this
may
guy.
want to wash your loincloth before inviting people to it.
I'm going to go find the river.
And
Maybe dunk your
Zendala
fucking head in
is
it.
Zendala. You know, I don't have to tell Lyokin how to run sorcerer. So.
Yeah. Another caster. It's fine.
Hey, you know how they work. So
I do.
I'm trying to play to strengths here, or at least play to not weakness.
Yeah, we're good at that though.
Anyway, so it's the next morning. It is a slightly cooler day than many in the past here in Omu. Kind of a nice, pleasing, or at least more pleasing than many of the mornings you have dealt with on other days where you woke up to just the stifling heat. What do you guys want to do?
Guess we'll ask our new friend here to guide us to the next temple that he knows of, or shrine, rather.
Sure. Let me unhide some things just to
Oh, well, that's convenient.
show you guys some places. He doesn't have perfect knowledge of the city. Just to make
but
that,
he
huh?
is better than we do.
Yeah. So I'm unrevealing, or I'm unhiding some of the place marker tokens. Just so that you guys know either you've been to these places, or I'm gonna move this 7 kind of down here. So that's that 7 that I just unhid is the tree crossing and functionally Bag of Nails house, or
Okay.
basement.
I do like staying in strangers' basements.
Yeah. So you crash in his basement. So those are the locations that somebody in your party, either Orvex or Bag of Nails, at this point, actually knows something about. Most of these are, well, let's just say Bag of Nails, because he's been here longer. Yeah, I think that. Oh, let me hold on. One other place. That one. Cool. So, and Orvex explains that so as you talk with him in the morning and are deciding where to go, I'm trying to figure out the best way. Going from the bottom of the map, Bag of Nails explains the shrine on the pillar in the lava. That is one of the shrines. Just north of us is another shrine. Far to the east of this street is one of the 9 gods' shrines. There are 2 shrines across the water that I know of, and that corresponds to 10 and 12 on the map. The amphitheater to the far northwest is the home of a great beast that I have gone to pains to avoid since coming here. To the far north of the city from us is a ruined bazaar full of kobolds, and then the great circular temple shrine palace complex to the northeast is, I believe, the hub of all of the Yuan-Ti activity in the city. So that's Bag of Nails' little description of what he knows of the city.
Are there any other intelligent creatures here besides Yuan-Ti?
There
Well, he
are,
did just say kobolds. But
yes, the kobolds.
He said intelligent.
I
I
mean, they're
guess
as
I
smart
should-
as Rancana, so
My furry friend, I guess I should be more specific. Are there any as cunning as you in sneaking and attacking?
He kind of snarls at that a little bit and says, "As cunning at sneaking? I doubt it. But there are hostile creatures all over this city. The kobolds to the north are numerous. The Yuan-Ti are devious and use their strength in numbers. There are some other humans that come from time to time. I'm afraid I don't know as much about your peoples, but there have been at least 2 or 3 groups that have come through here in the last month or 3. And there are, of course, other varied predators of land and water that, while maybe not able to communicate with us, still pose a very significant threat.
Well, since number 8, that looks like a shrine to me, is like pretty much right in front of us. I am of the opinion that we should probably head over there.
Yes, I agree.
Might as well.
Okay. You guys go there. Do you just go straight there?
Keeping an eye out for anything that could be interesting and all that. But...
I mean, the trip is basically past a block or 2 of ruined buildings, over the road to the shrine.
Yeah. So, keeping an eye out for ambushes and all that sort of business. But other than that,
Cool. I am loading up a thing, and I will...
oh, this looks good, really.
Well, there's 9 different maps on this map.
Ah.
All the shrines are on one map. So, there you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
I started off zoomed in. I was like, wait, haven't we already been here?
So I am just getting you guys on the map. Let's see here. I need...
But I want to live out my ingestion fantasies again.
Yeah.
What?
He
Not.
got eaten last time. Oh, wait. Did you? Yeah, you did get eaten.
Oh
That
yeah,
was you.
no, I didn't just get eaten. I got freaking like sucked down whole,
Yeah,
giblets and all.
the frog hemoth swallowed you.
And then I turned him into a glow frog. By the
Very
way, this axe is my favorite thing you've ever given in the game.
even better than your cursed axe?
I wish it had the fun of the cursed axe, but just the mental image of a glow in the dark axe to just like, yeah, it's my light axe saber.
Okay. So is this loaded up for everybody yet or no?
Looks like it's loaded for me.
I see the dancing queen. We're all good. Ooh.
I'm assuming your moving stuff means you can see it. Oh,
I still have my zombie. Actually, no, it's been 24 hours, hasn't it?
yeah, I think I'd probably be gone.
Yeah.
We could always recast him.
Oops.
I could, but nah.
I'm just
I mean,
getting rid
he's a
of
great
some-
scout.
I'm getting rid of a couple of walls real quick just because
I
Not
can't
supposed
delete
to be
it.
there.
it's not really useful to have them there. Okay, cool.
Xanthiel will just move forward then. Fuck it.
Well,
She ain't...
well,
Oh, you're not ready?
I would like to read the description and then you can
Yep.
decide what to do. I'm just record keeping. There we go. Okay, so as you guys enter or get up to these 2 obelisks here, those being the big X's, there are swirly carvings decorating 2 obelisks at the entrance to this compound. There's an overgrown courtyard under the shade of tall palm trees. 2 stone doors seal the entrance to a windowless shrine with a smaller ruin standing nearby. That is the boxy thing to your right. And then above the doors on the main building, there's an inscription in Old Amuan. And then to the left of you, Xanthiel, there's a ruined workshop. The roof of this workshop collapsed long ago, and now a thick mass of plants grows up from the rubble. Through the moss, you see hundreds of iron keys hanging from hooks on the walls. Some are bent and broken, while others are rusted beyond repair.
Interesting. I will approach the workshop.
Sure.
Do I see?
Go ahead.
Oh, I was going to say, do I see any like materials or anything like that inside?
So this, not really. The floor is completely overgrown. The walls and the ceilings just have hundreds of keys hanging on hooks or chains. I don't know if you ever saw one of those crappy Matrix movies, but that key
Oh
master
God!
guy,
No.
you know that room with all the keys in it?
Yep.
That's what this looks like. Like there are multiple hundreds of keys in here.
But no raw materials. Gotcha.
Before we get started, I should add stuff to D&D Beyond and it'll auto sync, or do we have to manually sync it?
You would just go into your character, and there's next to your name there's a D&D Beyond box, and if you click on that and hit Start Import, it will update your character.
Okie dokie. I need to make sure that all my stuff's actually updated.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I just realized I don't have any of my my greater potion or the 8 potions I have left in my list, so I was going to update them.
Yeah, so if you put them in D&D Beyond, and then once it's saved in D&D Beyond, or like once you add it, then just do the import, and that should take care of it for you.
Okay. Yeah, sorry about that. I've been so freaking busy. It's been like, yeah, this. Anywho, on to this key room. I will just manually do everything for the moment till I get that fixed.
I examine the keys if there's any particular unusual ones, or if any stand out.
I mean, at this point, it just looks to you like hundreds of keys.
Yeah, fair enough. I was just thinking, like, if one was an unusual color or something.
Oh God, guys, I know who our next boss fight is going to be. This is the lockpicking lawyer, and today...
Oh my God! Oh, we're going to have to fight him and his 18-inch Johnson?
Yep, his 18-inch Johnson. His wife really loves his 18-inch Johnson.
His dad has a 20-inch Johnson.
I know. Originally, she thought 18 inches was too much Johnson, but after using it for a while, she's decided that 18 inches is a very good length for her husband's Johnson.
Oh my!
Don't forget his wife's prized beaver.
Yes, his wife's prized beaver is also a quite formidable item to have. I love that guy's channel. I also love how he just plays it straight the whole time.
I wouldn't have been able to do it. I would have lost it.
Apparently, he lives like 30 minutes away from me.
Oh, so he lives like an hour from me.
The video he posted with Bosnian Bill of him shooting at that lock at the range, that's at the Cove in Winchester, which is like an hour away from me.
It's kind of, and this is off subject from D&D, so I'll make it real short. But
we're already there.
I know, but it's kind of weird how you find out some of those people are close to you. There's a really big internet aviation historian, like huge, very knowledgeable. I just found out he lives like 3 miles from me. I've been watching his videos for 4 years.
If we want to talk about fun YouTube facts, so Legal Eagle lives probably within 20 minutes of you, Gail. And
yeah, he's in DC, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. And then
fun fact: there's a plane on Jones, the airport that I work, named the Legal Eagle. Retired warbird.
Yeah, and then do you guys know Tabletop Minions? Uncle Adam Smasher?
I do not.
So I realize now, I think I bumped into him at a hobby shop a few times in Minnesota when I lived there. Didn't know he was a YouTube person at the time. Not that that matters in any way, but anyway, he does a lot of videos about painting miniatures and stuff. So, back to the task at hand. this session in YouTube digressions, because that's really
Um,
what we're at this point.
Do I see any traps on that door
Do you see any traps? Nope.
with my 21 passive perception?
You don't see any traps.
Okay.
Let's see here. Wow, really?
Sorry.
You had to use push to talk to do that?
I didn't mean to. It was all
Jesus Christ. This is not the content we wanted, but I guess it's the content we deserve.
I am Bertman.
So as you guys are, as you're staring at the door, Xanthiel, Orvex comes up behind you, writing in his notebook, and says,
Oh, the inscription, right. I forgot to ask
Yes.
him about that.
if it is helpful, the inscription above the door here states that Unk, and I believe that is a name, Unk urges us to contrast all options before acting. And I believe, if my research is correct, Unk, one of the trickster gods here, his priests were contemplative, but also prone to indecision. So perhaps if there is a puzzle in this shrine, as in the others, understanding what is happening and then making the correct choice may be the trick.
So, in other words, every single key does a different outcome, but only one does right.
I mean, that is usually true of any key.
Fantastic.
Well, I grabbed a bunch of random keys.
Just a fistful of keys. You do so. So the doors themselves, to your question, Xanthiel, they're big, heavy stone doors. They don't appear to be locked or trapped in any way.
Oh, so can I like press on it and it'll open? Or?
Let's see here. What is your strength?
16, I think.
So you alone cannot push one of the doors open.
Oh, well, I'll ask Marika. Wait, hang on. She is a centaur, so she gets a size bonus to that sort of shit. 1 second. Yeah, no, I count as one size larger, so I actually have double that in strength.
Oh, sure.
So she can absolutely push it.
How does that
Then
work in, just, I guess while we're talking about it, how does that work in combat?
There you go. That's what it is.
Equine build, you count when determining to push or drag. Okay, cool. So pushing or dragging, you get advantages on pushing and dragging, but you suck at climbing.
And because with that 16 strength, she actually has 32 strength, I think. For like pushing things.
Sure, okay, you can open the door. Aww.
Sweet.
There you go.
Bunch.
Yep, just gotta click on the door button.
Yeah, no, it just wasn't working for some reason. Probably Australian internet again.
Oh yeah, blame me. Okay,
Oh,
so
I forgot something.
let's see here. As you open the chamber, there's a giant snail. That star is a statue of a giant snail looming before you. In place of antenna, it has 5 pseudopods ending in rocky clubs. Along the walls, 6 iron keys hang in small niches above stone plinths. Those are those little indentations in the wall. Behind the statue, a carved pedestal in a wide alcove has a keyhole set in its base.
So which had the keyhole? Was it at the very
So
top?
the plinth has a keyhole. Each of those indentations in the wall has an iron key hanging from it. Or I'm sorry. Yeah, there's those 6 alcoves. So 2 east, 2 north, 2 west. Each of those has a single key kind of hanging on a hook in it.
Xanthiel, why do I feel like this is another gas chamber?
Possible. I came prepared this time, so I probably won't be killed by gas.
What about me?
Well, you got a lot of health. Where are we?
Oh my god. I give up.
No. Actually, I do have a plan this time because Fabricate is an always prepared spell for a what is it?
Forge cleric.
Yeah, so I can just turn that door into fucking anything, really.
He just really wants to fabricate something.
I really wanted to make myself a suit of plate armor so I could boost my AC even more.
I mean,
But
you
there's
know
no metal
you're
around.
almost impossible to hit already, right?
I know, but I can reach 28 AC and I want to get there because it'll be funny.
Now you're gonna do this, and what's gonna happen is we're gonna fight a boss, and you're just gonna what the fuck hit right off the bat.
Oh yeah, well, don't get me wrong, a 20 will still hit me regardless. Even if it's from like something that has like negative modifiers or something.
No, a 20 hits regardless of negative modifiers. It's a crit.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like even like say a kobold, which would have like a +1 bonus or something to hit, would still be able to hit me, even though it normally couldn't with a crit. Anyway, so I will. Is there like any inscriptions or anything like that above any of these keys?
So as you guys pass the entrance there, 3
Where?
ghasts appear.
Casts. Oh. Can I know what those are? Like with a religion check or something?
A ghast is undead, so
Oh, I guess maybe she should know because she's a fucking cleric.
I mean they're a type of they're just a type of undead. Let's see here. There's nothing particularly special about them, but they do stink, like really, really, really bad stink. Like you can smell
Can
them
I-
from where you are.
Can I quickly cast something, or are we just straight into combat?
No, we're into combat.
Okay, fair enough.
Nobody was trying to be stealthy, so.
I mean, Xanthiel has a -1 to stealth and at disadvantage, so she's not sneaking anywhere.
So.
How sneaky are you? You're not.
Go
None.
ahead, roll initiatives.
What's it?
Oh bullshit!
Oh, did I not add Masika?
Hey, get it.
Where's Masika?
I mean, she's outside the door. That's probably about to slam shut.
Oh, hold up. Which Masika's the right Masika? That one's the right Masika.
The sexy one.
I did add the right Masika. Okay, let's add Masika. Gale, just so you know, let me make Masika controllable by you. Gale. Owner, save changes.
There we go. I got her shade up.
Cool. I think she's a pretty standard rogue. I didn't do anything fantastically odd with her.
Yeah, let me just check her stuff real quick.
And then, let's see, so I'll explain characters as we get to them in combat just for the sake of time. So I think Zendala gets to go first, so
Which
Sarah.
is excellent. I'm gonna go get chips.
Alright, I've got Masika, yeah, just a run-of-the-mill rogue.
I didn't try to get too clever. Also, it's 5th edition. You can't get that clever.
Yeah, she's basically just run in, backstab someone, get out.
I tried to build her to just be stabby because that's what the NPC looked like.
Well, as much as I'd like to throw fireballs everywhere, I probably shouldn't.
I think it'll hit everybody in that room.
Yeah.
I said I don't care how big the room is, I cast Fireball.
That's true. Cast that from there.
Fuck.
She hits one closest to Xanthiel. So the frontmost.
Ooh, okay.
If that
400,
hits.
blah, blah, blah. Do I have a save? No. It just takes
No, it's
damage,
the
right?
attack roll. The attack roll was 19.
Okay, so that'll. I'm assuming that freaking hits. Yep, that'll hit.
Yeah. I would hope so.
Damage vulnerabilities, none. Condition immunities, none. Damage immunities. What kind of damage was it?
Oh, fire.
Okay. It burns.
Most of them seem weak against that. But
Maybe you should see a doctor about that.
Well, I mean, fire does burn. Oh man, I almost burnt my hand. grabbing burning wood today. That was fun.
I
Anyway,
did that.
I had
dude.
a thick glove on.
I'll have to send you pictures, but I used a plasma cutter, and holy shit!
If you're handling burning wood, it's best you use,
Try molten steel.
gloves.
I was wearing gloves. Anyway, anything else for Zandala?
All good.
Cool. Then
Good bonus actions to it.
it is a Ghast's turn. So how much space can it move? Approximately that many space. Well, it can see Xanthiel, so it's gonna move up to Xanthiel.
Mm-hmm.
And it will... Oh, that's cool. It is going to... Which attack will it do?
Oh,
It
boy.
is going to try and bite you.
Okay.
So that was fun. Murakana, it is your turn.
Americana. Oh. First off, I would like to buy a rage for 500.
Oh boy.
Cool,
Trebek.
subtract 500
That's just
XP
buying math.
and go down a level.
Well, let me activate this. Let's try this rage, see if it works.
He thinks I'm joking. From now on, rage costs experience. Have fun.
Oh god, that would suck so bad.
Wouldn't it?
All right, let's see if that worked.
That reminds me of a game mode where like everyone was max level, but every ability costs a certain amount of experience.
So like
Oh,
the
God.
Benjamin Button RPG.
Yeah, that would. You get to the boss fight and you just instantly go back to level 1.
I was reading
Anyways.
about a fun corruption mechanic. Anyway, let's do this combat and then we can bullshit.
Yep.
So, Americana screams at the top of his voice, "Leave Horse Goddess alone!"
God.
And flies over there and just starts pummeling the shit out of this little
I
bastard.
think we're on like 3 FBI lists now.
Oh,
Yeah,
we
probably.
are. We're on all of them.
First time?
No.
I'm gonna show up in an
Not bad.
airport someday and be on a no-fly list, and I'm blaming you.
Hey, look, if I can still fly it, anyone can.
15 and a 24, those both hit. Which one are you hitting? The one next to Xanthiel?
The one that took a swing at Xanthiel.
So that's a total of 23 damage to this guy.
Plus the chromatic orb. Oh, actually, I don't know how he
Chromatic
looks.
orb that one. You chromatic orb a different one.
I thought I said the closest one to Xanthiel, which
Yeah,
was...
but that wasn't the closest one to Xanthiel when you cast chromatic orb.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
That one used to be in the back of the room
Oh, right. Never mind.
because it, has that movement ability.
Yeah, I don't know.
Movement's pretty top tier. Anyway,
It's next level, baby.
that 30 feet of movement it has. Okay, so that's bonus act, move, act. Anything else? Morgana?
Oh, stuff in my face with chips.
It's literally your turn. Just take a second to make sure you're done. You done?
Yeah, I'm done. I clicked
Okay.
it.
So it's Artis's turn, which means it's your turn again. So let me explain to you the special abilities Artis has as a fighter. So he does have multi-attack. He basically gets 2 attacks a turn. With whatever. He has a magic dagger, a normal longsword, and a normal longbow. He also, as a warrior, or as a fighter, has a couple unique abilities. One of the first ones is he has improved critical, which means he crits on a 19 or 20, not just a 20. He is a defensive fighter, which means if he's next to somebody... Oh no, that just ups his AC. He has 2 abilities he can use once a day per... I think it's long rest, or short rest. The first one, and I'm posting these all in chat right now, so you can see them. He has something called Second Wind, which lets him regain hit points. And he has Action Surge, which lets him take an additional action. And he can use each of those once.
Action Surge is broken. broken good, but like,
I mean, compared to a wizard's spells.
no, it's not. But it's just really good to have.
So, you have basically improved critical, second wind, and action surge in addition to just normal attacks that you can choose to use. Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Cool. Let me just make sure you can control Artis.
Yep.
And then I'm going to let you run him in combat from now on.
All right. Do I have a line of fire from him to that gas behind the pedestal?
That would
Partial cover?
be like, I would say that's like a -4 because you're kind of shooting through the doorway past that giant statue.
That's too far. He's only got to move into 30 feet. So, we're going to go with that. Man, he needs a better longbow. He has 2 attacks per run,
Yeah,
right?
2 attacks.
That misses.
Yep, the 12 just misses.
That hits.
21 certainly hits. Not for a lot, but it hits.
Every little bit counts in a fight.
Cool. Do you want to move?
Nope, he's in a perfect position to fire from there. And I'll allow Zendala to have still room to move up to fire through the door.
Okay. Next
I
ghast.
cannot end his turn.
I did it.
Good man.
Oh, this ghast is going to attack Murakana, the one to your northwest. It is going to try to bite you with advantage because it has flanking on you. And I think it still manages to fail, so that was good.
Yeah, baby.
Yep, your AC's not that bad. So that's its turn, which makes it Masika's turn.
Go, Dancing Queen, go.
All right. And she is. Where is her token?
She's kitty corner to you.
I genuinely don't see her token.
How about now?
Oh, there we go. There we go. Okay.
She was just diagonally down from you, but probably with the token vision.
Yeah. So, can we bonus action and dash? Okay, so I can do that. So I think what I'm gonna do is assume if this is good with you, I want to bring her over to there, sneak attack this dude with a dagger, and dash out.
Sure. Oh, she
All right,
has.
cool.
She also has. Let me just check her inventory.
Or the Kopesh rather. Kopesh.
Yeah, she has the Kopesh blades.
That's what I meant. Yeah. Okay. And roll with both of these. So. So there's that.
I think you also get advantage, right?
I believe I should. Yes. Yeah, so that's still 14.
Oh,
So that's
wow.
that one, and then dual wielder.
You can just use the. She has 2 Kopesh blades.
So let me get that second. That's going to be a 22 for the 10, and then with sneak attack, that'll be yoink.
Okay, so 5 plus 10 is 15. Plus 13 is 28 damage.
And cunning action dash to get her back out to there. Fum.
Well, that ghast is no more. That ghast is now a ghost.
Maybe let's bring her there. Ha ha ha! Alright, that works. And then where's the end turn button? Do
I don't think you have it. I'll do it.
I do not have the end turn button. Okay.
Hey, Xanthiel, it's your turn.
Okay. I was thinking about just using. Maybe change the push to talk. It's
You
fucking.
can't use fabricate on a ghast to make an undead
I'm not.
sculpture.
No. I mean, well, pretty sure I can if it's dead, but
It's undead. You have to re-dead it.
You
Yeah,
have to deaden.
that brings up some very odd implications for what you could do with fabricate. Moving on.
where is action? Could do Channel Divinity turn undead, but I think we've got this. Instead, I shall. Actually, how far do I need to charge? I need to charge 20 feet. 10 there. And then for the charge bonus.
That's amazingly stupid, but okay.
I mean, that's what it says. Oh, well.
Well, the mace will hit.
Yeah, the rest won't.
You're attacking the one in front of you, I assume?
Yeah, it's the only one I could get my 20 feet on.
Yeah, so that's 4 damage.
Rip. Oh, minimum for both, and fucking hooves miss. Was bad. And that's my turn. I don't have an end turn button, so.
Weird. Okay, Gale, your turn.
Right. Step 1, cast gun. Step 2, we all know what step 2 is going to be. This guy right here.
Shoot the gun?
Cast more gun?
So which gun are you casting?
Eldritch, Force Ballista, rather.
So that's your action, and then you get to use it.
Which, can this roll properly for like 2
So
seconds?
16 will hit, plus 9 damage.
Oh, it already rolled it, okay.
Yep. And it's just the one that forces things 5 feet back?
Yep, so that guy right there.
Mwah.
And we will keep it at that for now.
Cool. It is the last ghast's turn. He is aghast. Sorry. Not sorry. He's going to step to the side and attack you, Xanthiel, with advantage. He'll bite you. Except I should roll that with advantage, so. Let me do that one more time. Nope. He just gnaws on your armor, I guess. It's very disgusting. That's the guest's turn. Zandala. Who are you firebolting? Are you there?
Hello? Oh shit, sorry. Wrong push to talk. Yeah, the one that just attacks Anthiel to her right.
Okay. Yeah, that'll hit. For 10.
And it should move up a little bit, but other than that, no. That should be a turn.
Cool. Okay, let's see here. So, Murakana, before you do anything else, make a Constitution saving throw as the overwhelming stench of this ghast next to you permeates your nostrils.
You nasty. Oh, God.
Oh, you failed. You failed in both senses. Okay, so you are poisoned from the stench of this guy. And poisoned as a reminder. It gives you disadvantage on attack rolls and ability checks. So yeah, the stench is poisoning you. But it is
I'm
your
still
turn.
going to ask him many questions.
So attack at disadvantage.
Oh, whoops, sorry. Oof.
Yeah, that doesn't hit. And neither does that. So the stench is just so overpowering that you can't. You're just sputtering and gagging and retching as you try to ask him some questions and fail.
3 1s though.
I know, right?
Hey, he's just getting it all out of his system. He's just purging the ones. I was testing stuff earlier today, and I swear to God, I rolled 5 or 6 in a row that were like 19s or 20s. It was pissing me off.
No boy.
Anything else, Marcana?
Nope, we're good.
Cool. Then it's Artis's turn. Which is also you.
Oh, yeah. Can't fire through the door.
Well, you can. You'll just be at a -4 to try and hit anything at this point.
Well, I expect him to accomplish the impossible.
It's good that I don't have to worry about you guys risking the NPCs. That'll miss, and that'll miss. Just too much traffic to shoot through here because you're trying to shoot through 3 or
Gale's
4
like, watch your
allies
fire!
and a statue. You gonna move, Artis?
Nope, we're going to keep him right there.
Cool. The first ghast, the northern one, will again try to bite Xanthiel.
No.
Because nobody ever said ghasts were smart.
Rip. Miss.
God.
That's the roll of 23 because she didn't buff herself.
My wife was down here and she just disappeared.
Oh.
It was weird.
That's strange.
Bloody.
Okay. And that is the ghast's turn. Masika. What you gonna do?
Be sexy and come over here too.
Fucking,
Oh boy.
I can feel the leer of the male gaze in your voice, Maracana.
I know, right? I've had a couple drinks. I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're gonna repeat the process. Stabby, stabby, stab. Flanking, so that.
That one will hit. And that'll hit, so 12. And another 12, so that'll do it. That, again, you annihilate another one of these ghasts.
And then we will cunning action dash and just dance our way back over to here. And that'll be it.
Who said rogues are overpowered? Cool. It is Xanthiel's turn, and you need to make a Constitution saving throw from the stench of the ghast above you.
Alrighty. Saving throw. Rip.
You are also poisoned.
Disadvantage on attacks, right?
Yeah, and ability checks.
Oh. That's unfortunate.
Unfortunate.
Very.
That's hay. That's barley.
I don't really have very many options besides chucking spells at disadvantage, so I might as well just smack it with my skill. Oh, disadvantage? Oh, shit, okay. And, yeah, that's pretty much it, because I can't use that without disengaging.
So 5 damage, that'll hit.
Yep.
Oh wow, you don't have spirit guardians.
Not ready.
Okay.
I do have them, but yeah.
I just assume any cleric has spirit guardian and a spiritual weapon.
Uh, different kind of cleric, I guess. This one's more for tanking.
Okay. Cool. So you do the damage. I mean, you already have 23 AC.
Yeah, I know, and
Which,
I have spells which, help me, like, get the enemy attention with, like, say, Inside Greed, Protection from Poison, etc.
hmm. Yeah. Okay. Cool. So there's anything else on your turn?
No, that's it.
Cool.
I just wanted to be the last one to attack the ghast, so it will attack me.
Ghast. Gale. Oh, I guess I could technically have brought Bag of Nails to this fight, but that seems like overkill right now.
Yeah.
It's already
just
overkill.
Right. Yeah, I'm just gonna cast gun.
So bonus act, Force Ballista.
Yep.
It does not hit.
And then I'm going to do everyone's favorite part of this little kerfuffle.
Oh, does he use the Wand of Lightning Bolt? Hey, do I know or do
Alexa,
I know?
play AC/DC.
So I get to do a saving throw. Take that! He takes half the damage, right?
Oh no, it only takes 12 damage. Cool. Alright, well have fun, buddy. And that'll be my turn.
That's still dead. So that's unfortunate. Cool. You killed all of the ghasts. They are no longer a ghast because they are a ghost.
So
These
were
are
there
jokes.
any inscriptions above, like, where these acolytes with the keys are?
There are no inscriptions in this room.
Boom!
What are you percepting?
Was there anything different between the ghasts? Any kind of markings, anything on their body?
They all had blue triangles indicating that they were servants of Razan Sea or created by Razan Sea at some point, but beyond that there was nothing particularly distinctive about them.
Damn. Well, I just wasted a natural 20.
Well, this is your friendly reminder that nat 20s and nat 1s don't matter on the skill checks.
Yeah. All right. Are there any variations in the keys?
Each of the 6 keys appears to be different.
All right. Are there any markings on the pedestal?
Besides the keyhole, it is smooth stone.
I ritual cast augury, if we're cool with waiting for 1 minute. And yeah, I'll see if using this key that is, well, on this sackloaf, would have good or bad results.
So you have to give me a plan of action that you want to take,
I
and
think
then
that was it.
What?
I said I would take the key from the acolyte that Xanthiel's at, and use it on the thing, and I cast augury to see whether it's a good or bad result, or in between, or whatever.
Yeah, you don't really get the impression that it's good or bad to try and take the key and put it in the keyhole of that pedestal.
Then I'll move down here, and I believe I can cast it 2 times before I start to get shit results. And I'll cast it again as a ritual.
So if you cast it 2 or more times, there's a 25% chance after the first that you get a random reading. Okay.
Oh, it's even on the second one. There you go. No, no.
Okay. And you're doing the same thing?
Yeah, just to see if I can.
You don't get any result.
Okay. Then it's probably those two, but potentially if neither of those work, then the lower right. Cool. Let's see.
I just rolled a nat 20.
Uh-oh.
I'm just rolling a die absently.
Oh, okay. I was like, oh, shit. We've been in this room too long.
Press X to doubt that.
I just
Yeah.
rolled another 20. Well, that's a 9. That's a 12.
I'm
Oh,
scared.
there's a 1. You guys know I have just like a pile of dice next to me, right?
I know, but I
I
can't.
know, but I also don't trust when the DM says that they're just rolling absently.
Yeah, no. It's always a plan. Always a plan.
I take this key.
Yeah.
Did anything happen?
You took a key.
Oh, okay. So it didn't explode. That's good.
Start.
I insert the key. Did anything happen? Or
Yeah, I'm reading.
oh, sorry.
Oh, fuck. Masika, quick, out.
You guys do what you want. I'll stay here. It's all good.
Well,
Yeah,
you
I'm
can't
just
run
gonna
out.
head out.
You can't move right now. I'm just reading because I'm just trying to make sure I didn't misread something. Okay, who's in the room?
Americana, Gale,
And Masika?
and Masika.
Okay, cool. I need everybody in the room to make a DC 18 Dex saving throw as a radiant blast of light emits from that snail statue.
Yep.
Oh dear.
Failed. Ow.
Gale?
Gale might be AFK. Oh, never mind.
He rolled, or they rolled Masika. I just need to roll on Gale as well.
All
8.
good. So we all failed.
Okay, so all of you are going to take 20 radiant damage.
Jesus. Okay.
That's annoying.
Ow.
It's alright.
Masika, maybe you should wait outside. And you too, Gale.
Yeah.
Before you go,
Huh. I cannot seem to drag my tokens.
you're up to take 14 healing.
Let me reload the page real quick.
So I was just reading backwards because, of course, that's the last thing listed, not on a separate column. So I was trying to figure out if I did my wheel or woe results correctly.
Wait.
But I think you took a key from one that you didn't do a wheel or woe check on, so it wouldn't even matter.
Yeah, the other two, because you said the other two don't have any positive or negative, so I assume they were just duds. One's trapped, and then I'm guessing the last one might be a useful effect. Either way, we only took 6 damage from that trap, so. That was radiant, right? Not fire?
Yes, radiant. The light burns.
I was gonna say, because she's a Forge Cleric, she's resistant to burns.
What just happened?
Gale took 20 damage, I think.
Yeah, I had to reload the page.
No,
Oh.
Masika just took an extra 20 damage for no apparent reason.
Oh. Huh.
Well, either way, you can heal yourselves for 14.
Hmm.
I was
Per healing.
record keeping from Masika. So maybe you gave her 20 damage and that's what happened.
Yeah, I gave her the 20, and then I guess we just kicked back in.
Murakami, did you heal yourself as well?
No, I still have 72 health, so 20 damage.
Yeah. Heal yourself for 14. I
Oh,
can heal
my
6.
apologies.
I heal 6 people at a time.
So you took
Hell yeah.
that one, right?
Yep, that one.
Okay.
And I use augury on the 2 on the right side of the room. So.
Yep.
Well, I will, because I'm Heart of Light, I will grab the key from this one. Nothing happened?
And put it in the pedestal?
Yeah.
Murakana and Xanthiel, make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, happens again. Okay.
Fuck, I'm so close.
That's a DC 18. You both failed. And you both take 34 damage as
Ow.
another searing blast of light comes off of that statue.
Oh, that's annoying.
I'm about to start breaking the snail. Wait, does this blast of light come off of the orbs of the snail?
The shell of the statue emits a dazzling ray of light that fires in all directions.
Oh, never
When
mind.
it happens, each creature in the shrine must make a DC 18 dexterity saving throw. Any creature that fails takes 33 radiant damage. Oh, I'm sorry, 10 radiant damage. And I tend to roll damage instead of just taking the average because I think that's more fun.
Also, I don't have a health bar, I don't think.
Well, you have a character sheet, right?
Yeah, I know, but it's not very... That's
I'll
a bit...
fix it. I just have to reload your whole token, so I'll fix the token
no rush then.
as soon as I can figure out where my mouse is.
Also, Americana heal for 25.
Damn, how many of those a day do you get?
A lot. Because it's off spell slots, dude. And I upcast one of them. I upcast the first
okay.
one.
So in theory, you can upcast that for days.
Yep.
Cool.
Well, cleric, sorry. I can just fucking keep healing for ages and ages.
Oh, I'm
And
just,
Gale should be at full health, and so should Masika.
yeah, you can see them. Cool. Well, you can't see Masika.
Oh, well, I can see Gale. So Gale gets the heal. So you said, where does the... I think you said it, but where does the ray of light shoot from? From that pillar?
Mm-mm.
Where does the ray... No?
It blasts off the shell of the statue. So the statue in the middle of the room is a giant snail that instead of antennae, it has 5 like weird arms holding clubs.
Ah,
And the shell of the statue is what is blasting that light out.
cool. Okay, Americana, you should probably get out for a second. I think everyone should back out.
You gonna
Do you
be
try
okay?
not to get yourself killed?
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
try not to.
Yeah, please don't die on us.
We'll see. I'm gonna get out too. Someone have a readied action to close that door.
Alright, I'm going to, since I'm strong, I pick
Technically-
Gale up and move him over to here.
Do you mind?
So, Americana, you should heal yourself for 25.
You're not moving.
I'm a token, what the hell? Americana, heal yourself. And Gale as
Wait.
well.
Wait, what was that
That's not how that works.
Oh,
for?
Although I like how you just corrected it. That was weird.
boy.
I have no idea what just happened.
I accidentally typed 45 without erasing the 39 first.
Love it.
And it did weird shit on the tooltip.
Oh, actually, no, that's not raw materials, is it? Fuck. Damn it. Well, I don't know. Would it? It'd count as. Would fabricate work on that snail statue?
I'm gonna say no, because a statue is what you would create with fabricate. You would need like a boulder or a large, basically contiguous chunk of raw stone.
Point.
So like if it's a beautifully, I would say that maybe for like a beautifully crafted, I'm trying to figure out where the line here is, right? Because like
Because
I think
I
you
don't know,
could,
it seems
you could
kind of
make
tricky.
a hole in a wall probably, as long as the wall was pretty much just crude material. But like if it
So
was a
like,
fancy palace wall, probably not. Does that make sense, right? Because like if somebody
yeah,
threw a whole bunch
because
of
it has to
effort,
be raw materials. Yeah.
because I think the whole point of the spell is you're taking like raw stuff. So like you're taking pretty much raw stone, raw wood, whatever. So once stuff gets past a certain level of being worked, it's not really raw anymore. Yeah. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I'm just trying to think of what to really do then, because I can't break the fucking thing without Well, I could have if I kept stone shape, but I had didn't have that prepared. I had death ward, which probably would have been useful, but
So what is your goal?
well, to find out which key would work. Apparently, the two on the left are trapped. Ah, that's annoying. Hmm. Well, it's not gonna work. Fuck. I could fabricate a barrier around it, though. Yeah, fuck. There's nothing much else I can do with
A barrier around what?
these trees, because fabricate lets me build a bridge out of wood if I felt like it. So I could make a massive wooden, like, shelter thing and drag it over bit by bit around that snail thing, so it stops blasting everything in the room.
So you
At
basically
least,
want to make a wood wall around it?
yes. I can fabricate a wooden
Okay.
bridge from a clump of trees. So if I stand about here, I should be able to see a bunch of trees and then fabricate a big wooden barrier around it. Up to you
Okay.
if that'll.
So
Oh,
I like it when we break puzzles.
I'm just looking up wood walls real quick. I mean, you can totally make a wood wall encircling that statue if you want. I don't have a problem with that. Like, you take the various trees and crap you can see and use your fabricate spell and it makes a wooden wall around it. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm just looking up walls. Because you can make a large object, right?
yeah, or like 8 5-foot cubes if I felt, which either one.
Yep.
Which I think should be sufficient to cover the thing.
Yeah, I'll say you can make a wall. So if you want to do that, go ahead and yeah, use fabricate. Roll 5d10 for me.
Is that how many hit points it gets or something?
Mm-hmm. So that wall has 27 hit points. For what it's worth, you rolled the perfect average of 5d10 there.
Sweet.
Because a resilient large object has 27 5d10 hit points. I'm looking at the rules for various walls. I find it curious that walls have an AC.
Yeah.
As if you could miss a wall if you tried to hit it.
I
don't-
mean, have you seen what drunk people do?
Yeah, they break their fists open on walls. I know from experience. You can always hit a wall. Anyway,
I'm so sad that it's radiant too, because it's the one damage type that I can't do anything about.
yeah. So
Otherwise,
there's
it just casts projection
okay.
energy on
So
itself.
the statue has a wood wall surrounding it. That wall has 27 hit points.
Okay. Well, I'll grab this key.
Okay.
Oh wait, no. Sorry. We tested those 2 keys, didn't we? Yeah. Grab that one instead.
You cast augury on those 2 keys to the east to find out if putting them in the statue would have a
Good or bad effect.
good or bad effect. The result of the first one was nothing. The result of the southern one was also nothing.
Alright. Might as well top myself off.
Cool. Do you put that key in?
Yep.
Okay. So the wall takes
Oh.
46 damage and just pretty much gets obliterated in a shower of radiant light that the wall manages to absorb most of it and just blasts the wall to pieces. And that is what happens. So now this room is also littered with splinters of wood everywhere.
Fantastic.
Gotta say,
You're
this
doing
is-
great, Horse Goddess.
Actually, aren't you resistant to radiant if you're like raging? Out of curiosity, I think he
I
is.
am. I'm resistant to everything. That's
Yeah.
like,
Well, but then I don't know if you can like rage and like grab a key, rage, and then
I could
like,
smash my head against the wall, rage, then run over and slam the key in. Or run over, slam the key, and then smash my head into the pedestal.
Mm-mm.
no. That's
No?
the thing. I think you need to be in combat or
You,
I can-
well, hold on, let me just double check the rules on rage. In battle, that doesn't matter. On your turn, you can rage as a bonus action, so out of combat, you can rage whenever you want. You gain the benefits if you aren't wearing heavy armor. Advantage, da-da-da-da. Your rage ends early if you are knocked unconscious, or if your turn ends and you haven't attacked a hostile creature since your last turn, or taken damage since then. So, you have to take damage or attack a hostile creature to keep your rage going.
So if I rage and turn the key,
yeah, you should still have enough time. I would say.
Yeah.
Like rage very temporarily, but
So if it blasts, your rage will keep going. I was checking because I think 5th edition dropped the requirement where you have to do or where you can't do. Basically, in every other version of any game I know of, when you rage as a barbarian, you can't do anything but attack. But that is not the case in 5th edition.
alright, I'm tagging out. Americana, you might have to grab that last. Given how much these are scaling up, I wouldn't have survived that last blast, for instance.
I'm going to grab this key right here.
Yep.
I am going to rage. Let me just go in and use my rage.
Cool, you rage.
And I'm going to turn the key.
You take 16 radiant damage.
Fantastic.
So what's the little?
You have 6 seconds to decide what you do next.
I'm gonna sprint out of the room.
Okay, your rage ends.
Cool. Well, shit. I'm out of ideas. Besides, I don't know. I guess we. Hmm.
So this is the one that did nothing.
Those two had no neither good nor bad effects. Apparently.
I'm gonna grab this one. And I will burn one more rage and do this again.
Cool. You take 17 radiant damage.
Wait a minute. The augury just didn't work then.
Uh, so going to look at other augury. Um,
Ah.
I'm looking at it.
That should have worked.
So wheel is good results, woe is bad results, wheel and woe for both good and bad results. Nothing for results that aren't especially good or bad.
Yeah. I'd say that's a very bad effect, but
So I guess I probably should have said woe for
Yeah.
both of those. So if you
Damn
want to undo that, that's fine.
I got a better idea.
Yeah,
I'm gonna walk out here, grab a random key.
yeah.
Don't give a shit what key it is. I'm gonna walk right back in rage, and I'm gonna slam that bitch into the thing.
At this
And
point
turn
in this mayhem, we're just courtyard thing.
Okay, give me 1 second here.
And our Marine just has a look of pissed off nature on his face this whole time. Just. See,
Okay,
Americana.
Who the hell is Armoring?
So first off, roll a D100.
Oh fuck. Someone want to roll for me? Oh wait.
There's just at the bottom of the chat window, there's just a D100. There you go. Okay. In that case, whoops, that's wrong. I don't want 7, I want 6. Take 18 radiant damage.
Fucking shit.
Well, he's dealing with all this. I'm just gonna grab a bunch of the keys and just have a look at them, I guess.
You just start looking at those keys from the shed.
Yeah. So, like, are they like what kind of keys are we dealing with here? Warded or did it?
Our Marine just walks out bleeding, going. "Ugh."
Does it even say?
So all of the keys that you're holding are different.
Fuck.
And like
2 ones.
you could surmise from looking at the keys in that shed. Every single key in that shed is different. Let's see, they're all different looking. But there's nothing about any of them that particularly stands out. They're all iron. So I guess, Americana, you get 23 points of healing total there.
Do these even actually look like they would go into the keyholes? Like, hang on. If we just pop in here and tell everyone else not to do anything crazy, do they even look like they're the right keys?
For the keyhole?
Yeah.
So every single key looks like it fits in the keyhole. So like you could probably endlessly turn keys. Let's see, yeah, because I'm just looking at the setup right now. So Murakano's holding 2 of the keys in the room. Xanthiel's holding 3 of the keys. That southeasternmost key is still hanging in the alcove. So yeah, for all the keys that you took from the shed, they all look like they could fit in that keyhole.
Well, never mind on that one.
There are lots of keys, Murakana. You can't roll multiple perception checks.
I give up.
That's not how that works.
Someone look at the statue in the middle. See if there's a keyhole in it.
I feel like my passive perception should have seen that. If there
Mm-mm.
was one. No? Okay.
No keyholes in the statue.
And there's only, there is only just the one per, right?
So there's one keyhole in the pedestal. There are 6 alcoves for keys in this room. The party has picked up 5 of them. One is still hanging in the last alcove.
Yeah, but we just now know that they're both trapped, so. Because I got the wire thing from both of them.
Yeah.
I vote we take a long rest because I'm tapped out.
I'm
Like,
cool with that.
I'm
Okay,
scratching my
so
brain.
What was that,
Because
Gale?
if
I said I'm scratching this one, but I don't want to try and take my chances trying to pick any of these things because I get the feeling that would make the situation dramatically worse.
I mean, I don't even know if you can pick magic doors, so.
Yeah, don't plan on trying.
try it after a long rest. I'll shuffle some spells around and see if we can do something that way.
So there is a solution to this puzzle. I promise that is a true statement.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure out where. I don't know where to begin with this. Is the thing. It's like if they're if the keys fit in here and they fit in all the things, then it's just a matter of picking which one is the right key.
So I'm trying to think of a way of approaching this that doesn't tell you blatantly what the answer is. Oh, let me look at Gale real quick. Okay.
Because if I was gonna try and, only thing I could think of would be, aside from continuing to screw around with keys, would be to try and pick them. But I don't feel like that's even built into here, so I feel like asking about the options for that are just entirely irrelevant. I don't really think we can.
And hence why I wanted to long rest so I can, cast an augury on that, and then we can find out for sure without actually doing it.
I don't really think it matters how many, biddings we got on the key or what, how many pins these things have.
So I think, let's see, so you have a, do you guys want to try and use any of your intelligence or wisdom to see if your characters would be able to surmise something about this?
I'll roll with it, yeah. Just flat intelligence roll, or?
Well, don't
I mean, I would
ask
say
for a marine.
Usually trying to solve traps is an investigation roll.
Alright, same numbers, let's go. Oh, okay.
Wow. Okay, yeah. So Gale, you look at the keys that Xanthiel and Armorine gathered, and some of the keys from the shed, and you notice that the keys in that Xanthiel and Murakana have picked up, they all actually kind of fit together.
Oh,
motherfucker!
To make a pattern. So as you put them together, you see that they kind of all kind of stack together, and the end of the key, where the teeth of the key would actually match up to pins in a lock, you see that they all kind of overlap and fit into a partial pattern.
Okay, you said, so there are the 6 alcoves and then there's the keyhole on the pedestal?
Yeah.
Okay, the keyhole on the pedestal, is that sized for 6 keys together?
It is not sized for 6 keys together.
Hmm.
Because if you
This...
tried to stack all 6 keys in the room together and shove them into the hole, it wouldn't work. But
Oh,
the keys
uh,
do start over. The 5 keys you have look like they make a
or
partial.
5 rather, right.
Yeah.
Um,
Do any of the keys have matching symbols on them?
No, there's no symbols on the keys.
Is there any
so...
glyphs on the shell of the snail?
Not particularly.
So if we were to theoretically put these into the alcoves in some sort of order, and then maybe have that go together?
So you can kind of surmise, and again, I'm using your insanely high investigation roll for this one. I'm going to say you grab the 6th key out of the alcove, and that creates, when you stack those keys together, the pattern of one actual key.
So what if we find like an actual key that's just the one, but it has this pattern on it? Okay, I think. Right?
That certainly, from what you can tell, it seems like, yeah, if you can find one key that matches the 6 overlaid patterns.
So I should probably try to ask her. Okay, so yeah, we're just gonna pop out and hey, I think I found the key pattern we need to look for, and just hold up the 6 of them wedged together. Just. Please tell me I'm not crazy and that this makes sense to anybody else.
No, it sounds right.
Cool. Do you look for a key that matches that pattern in the shed?
I do.
So you spend about 10 or 15 minutes just, going through keys, matching them up on the pattern, and eventually you find one that does match that pattern.
Aha! Hmm. Hey, Mercana, come out here for a sec. Come out here for a sec.
Yes.
Go ahead and try this one.
Is this punishment for me picking you up later? Yet earlier?
I promise it's not.
Mm-hmm. You owe me a drink later.
Uh-huh, sure.
If I live. Alrighty. I'm gonna rage and turn the key.
So as you put the key in, it turns and clicks. The pedestal itself grinds and turns around on the spot. As it turns, the top of the pedestal, an opening kind of slides open, and a single stone cube rotates up and stops sitting on the pedestal. The cube is about a 3-inch long, or 3-inch to a side stone cube that has a carved image of a giant snail on each face.
I'm gonna grab the cube and sprint out of the room.
Nothing happens. You have
Got it.
that cube.
Hey, that actually worked! I didn't know what to expect.
I would ask for a hug for anybody, but I smell so bad I feel like I would be torturing any of you.
Next time, buddy, next time.
You have solved the puzzle of Unk's shrine.
There you go. You smell.
You douse him in water.
Yep. 10 gallons of it.
Fantastic. I get all nice and clean, and then I hug Masika.
But
Masika doesn't really know what to do because she's just been hugged by a dripping wet barbarian, and goes, okay, good job, big fella.
He's just a big teddy bear.
Oh god, I just clicked on Cielo and that had a weird effect. Yeah. So you have another puzzle cube.
Whee!
Hey, no.
I have to go back in my notebook and figure out which ones you guys have. I need a better place to record this.
Anyone else freaked out that we haven't encountered the red wizard with all the shit that we've been pulling off?
Actually, going off of how these traps work, I wouldn't be surprised if they're all dead. Or at least most of them.
Fair enough. I'm just kind of surprised we haven't run into any of them in any of these shrines.
I mean, how many of these shrines have been already solved for us? I don't know exactly how far they got, but it couldn't have been too much.
That is true.
So yeah, you guys have 3 cubes right now.
I mean, you think we'd at least find bodies.
Out here?
That is true. There's a lot of things to eat them.
I have to... Sorry, I have 2 separate lists of puzzle cubes I'm trying to track right now. Well, actually, I have 6 separate lists of puzzle cubes that I'm trying to track right now.
Oh, God.
Oh, okay, so I was wrong. I do have something that could have helped with that puzzle.
What did you have that you think could help with that? I'm just curious.
That
Oh, hey, yeah. My brother kept
So-
firing that off a bunch of times for a while. But he's the other group. Yeah, let's see. Thursday group has 4 cubes, you guys have 3.
yeah, they have 2 weeks on us.
Well, you guys are actually temporarily realigned now because everybody's at session 36. But yeah.
Fantastic.
Oh man, this column doesn't work anymore. Okay, I need a Thursday column. I need a Saturday column. We've got that. Okay, sorry, I'm just... trying to make some notes. Okay, cool. So do you guys want to do anything else here?
No, I think we're pretty well done here. The
Okay,
sink is
yeah.
soaking wet. Oh, thank you.
We should probably encamp here since it's got a structure that, you know.
It's not a bad idea, honestly.
Unless anything pops by and like gives us a rude visit or something. Do we have to roll to do a long rest?
Do you have to
In
what?
that- Do we have to roll to make a long rest in that location?
Well, you would just tell me if you make a long rest, and then I'll tell you what happens.
Unless anyone objects, I think we should.
I mean, we have to worry about the red wizards in the area because I'm sure they're combing these shrines too.
Probably are.
We should probably go back to the to our feline friend's home.
Yeah. Might as well. It's not that far, actually, I don't think.
No, I mean it's less than 30 minutes away.
Cool.
It's actually
Gal,
less
what do
than
you
like 10.
30 minutes, it's free.
Cool.
Yeah, sounds good.
So you guys head back to Bag of Nails' little hovel. And you guys long rest there overnight?
Yes.
Cool. So everybody can take a long rest. I guess I should check the other. I'll check. Well, shoot. Sandala, long rest. I need to reorganize my characters. Nasika doesn't matter because she doesn't expend anything, and Artist doesn't matter because he didn't expend anything. So, yep, okay. The NPCs are long restified.
Cool. probably head to what's the nearest shrine that we can get to. There was
Yeah.
all those gargoyles, wasn't there? That
Huh?
like hit shit. There's gargoyles that hit anything that's flying, right?
Yeah.
Cool. Well, um, number 6 is a shrine, right?
Yeah. Number 6 is a shrine, and number 19 is a shrine. 20 is a palace where all the Yuanti are, and
You're,
number 10 is a shrine.
we seem to be in a forest. I think I can make a bridge again with fabricate. Probably not, because that distance looks like it's fucking huge.
Do you guys want to go down to the edge by number 6?
I guess. Let's just have a look. Because even if we're not going to cross it, we're still making progress towards 19.
Yeah. So, just so you guys know, the weather today, as you wake up, it's a rainy day. Just so
Well,
you know.
that means a character death, doesn't it? If it starts to rain and it doesn't play any of our theme songs.
Yeah, using anime rules, somebody must die, because it's raining. No. So yeah, if you guys want to check out the edge, I'm drawing kind of a map, like the direct route. Probably take you not very long to walk along the highway there. Getting through the bush will take you probably half an hour, but then you can get to the edge to kind of scope out what it looks like over there, if that's what you want to do.
Yes, like just have a look and see how far away it is, like from, or how far that ledge is to
Yeah.
build a bridge.
So as you get to the edge, the drop off, just for context, is about 200 feet. And even though it's kind of hard to see, the lava definitely kind of creeps back around behind this giant stone pillar. So basically it's a gap over lava. The gap between the edge of the city and the edge of that pillar that the shrine is on is about 60 feet.
Well then. I was having a look at Channel Divinity Artisan's Blessing, but that doesn't seem to. That lets me create anything that's up to 100 gold, but it's not a 4th level spell, so.
So what?
I have no idea how much
5 times 8 is 40, right?
Yep.
Yeah. So if you were to use a fabricate, you could get
most of the way there.
most of the way. Yeah.
But then we'd have to make like a 20-foot jump. Well, actually, no. We could make it. Oh no, because it'd have to be supported. Yeah. Never mind. I was thinking like you could like halfway it, but then you'd just fall into the fucking abyss.
I just want to point out that we could. Do we have anyone that can fly?
In the form of Zendala casting fly. I
Yeah.
could just carry. But that's the thing. Like anything that flies, when those
No,
gargoyles go, like
No, anything that flies high. So if we're just flying across a 20-foot gap, they won't notice. Edge to edge, down, down.
well, where were the gargoyles? Were they like in a ring around the city, or were they like in
Yeah,
the?
they're a ring around the city.
Yeah. From what you know, the gargoyles are all posted on the outer perimeter of the city.
So they're not like stopping us from getting to point
Yeah,
6.
no, we could fly point to point and they wouldn't notice. It's if we take the altitude, that's a problem.
Because, well, if it's only a 60-foot gap, fly lets you move 60 feet per 4 seconds, roughly.
Yeah, they won't notice in 4 seconds.
So we won't even need to use fabricate. She can just cast that on Xanthiel, and Xanthiel can just carry everyone because she's pretty bloody strong.
I don't think Zendala can carry Xanthiel, but I think Xanthiel
but she
could
can.
easily just have people hop on her back and just fly
Yeah,
over.
just carry them.
Americana jumps on Xanthiel. Let's go!
She bucks and throws them off.
Oh,
Be careful, you
He
guys are at
asked
the
us.
edge of a giant cliff. And PC death due to joke.
Hey, it was because of the rain. Remember, it was the rain.
Xanthiel has wings, doesn't she? I mean, she's a flying type, right?
She's not a Pegasus.
Damn
Yeah,
it!
that's just regular centaur.
She's
But
a
She's a
centaur.
fae, so she doesn't count as humanoid if that counts. But yeah,
Well, she's obviously equine. Come on.
I know.
She's
But it's
obviously a horse
mostly
goddess.
it's relevant for spells and pretty much that only. Like hold person wouldn't work on her.
All
Yeah,
right,
so I guess
I need
I
all
could,
of 10 seconds to go pee, so I will be right back.
you're right. I can't see Zendella's character sheet. Where is it?
Yeah, she has fly.
Yeah.
Or,
Yeah, I
well,
was
I'm
just
assuming she has fly. I would have. That sounds like a thing I would have given her.
yeah. Since I'm fairly certain we've used it
Yes,
before,
she has fly.
so I guess I'll ask her
And
to cast that on. Sorry, go on.
Oh yeah, last 10 minutes. So yeah, she's like, yeah, sure, I can make you fly.
Sweet. So let's get the cameras rolling. We can film another episode of Friendship is Magic.
Oh Jesus. The Brony Brigade charges. Yeah, yeah, you guys are successfully able to shuttle back and forth over to the shrine on the opposite side of this gap.
Sweet. Guess
And I think, because it is 1 minute from midnight here, that's probably as good a point as any. Huh?
What?
It's probably as good a point as any to stop tonight, just because if we start another shrine, that's probably another hour or two of content, and I don't think I can stay awake that long.
I don't blame
Fair
you,
enough.
honestly. I'm having a blast so far, so fuck yeah to that.
Yeah, so hopefully, yeah, not all the shrines are combat based. There you go.
How long have we been doing this? What, a year?
No.
almost.
Well, I mean, so in theory, session 52 would be a year, but I think probably the late 40s will be a year.
Well, either way, Grimish, I gotta say, bravo, sir. You've managed to keep my attention and me having fun, so
Yeah, there you go.
I salute you, sir.
I'm learning things every session still, but you know, it's crazy.
Well, I've learned that alcohol makes this fucking awesome.
I usually have at least one beer while playing, so there you go. Trying to think. Yeah, Laokin, sorry about the wheel and woe thing. I think I misread the final two. So that was my bad, but I'm not sure it made a difference on the other four, because you didn't wheel or woe them. So.
No. Well, I can't. Like after 2, it gets much too unreliable.
Is it cumulative 25% or is it just 25%
Pretty sure.
time? Where is
Where?
augury? Augury. If you cast it 2 or more times, there's a cumulative. Yeah, okay. So
Yeah.
like
So it's
so
just really rough.
25, 50, 75. So after the 5th casting, mechanically, you know it's just bullshit.
Well, actually, even 4th, like
Yeah.
because 2 or more, then yeah.
Well, just like you just know it for sure at the 5th cast. I'm giving you.
Yeah, will be wrong.
Giving you just a random. So actually, I have to make 2 rolls in that case, right? Because if I make my private roll for if it's random or not, if it's random, I just roll again to see which one you get.
Though I do have that. I do have that though.
Oh, did you just post another thing further down?
Divination.
Oh, let's look at this one. 4th level. You magic and an offering put you in contact with the god. You ask a single question concerning a specific goal, event, or activity within 7 days. I give a truthful reply. It doesn't take into account any possible circumstances that may change the outcome. If you cast the spell 2 or more times, so you ask a single question concerning a goal. So that's where you would have to ask me, like,
Yeah, like I say, I turn the key into whatever.
yeah, like if I put this key in the hole, will it help me or not? Like, kind of.
Yeah.
And
And
then,
that's a guaranteed. Then you.
yeah.
Yeah.
So in that case, like, so the first time you did that, then I would have said, if you put this key in,
Your damage will come out and hit
I
with
would,
something.
well, I wouldn't necessarily say lightning damage is going to come out, but
Well,
like, if you turn the key, you may be a fricassee, like some
something. Yeah.
yeah.
Though it is funny how that's a 4th level spell and it does pretty much the same thing as Augury, which is a 2nd level spell. It's just this lasts just anything that can happen in 7 days instead of like imminent.
Yeah, I think the difference is A, it's imminent, or B, or A, it's the time period. B, I think this one is. I don't think it says this well, but I think the intent is that divination is supposed to give you a bit more direct of an answer because
Yeah, since it's your literal patron who's telling you, and they're usually in the interest of giving you a good answer.
this is where like the way they write the spells is annoying because like so I think Wheel or Woe is actually clearer than this one because it says
Because
I might give a short phrase, a cryptic rhyme, or an omen. Like
yeah, which could be incredibly unhelpful, whereas Wheel or Woe is pretty obvious, I would say. Like,
yeah,
well, this is gonna be bad. It's like, well, okay.
like whoa. Um, yeah, this is where. Yeah,
This is what I get for making a prophet type oracle character.
well, and I mean, so I'm not gonna play this, but technically, no gods besides Tau can interact with you in Schult.
Then I wouldn't be getting any spells from my god then.
Yeah, it's weird.
Huh.
Like I think, yeah, because well, there's this is where I run into issues with like. Although I guess according to 5th edition that isn't necessarily spelled out, but if you look at the history of Chult and Ubteo, so like I think here we go, DM aside. One of the big meta questions about this whole plot is like, oh, if there was just some device that was stealing all of the souls in the world, why would the other gods not just
Do something horrible to them.
yeah, and the metagame answer to that, the lore answer to that, is that literally every god except Ubteo is banned from doing anything in Chult directly.
Yeah, but you'd still think that they'd be like, oh, well, Asmodeus will just send like his most powerful servants or something like that,
Yeah, so like why isn't
of
there
which
just
he would have a shit ton.
why isn't there
Like,
just an army of devils like swarming this whole place looking for it?
because as if he wouldn't get upset that all of a sudden no souls are going to him. Like,
Yeah. But again, it's one of those things where like,
well, yeah, that's true of every adventure though, because like, you could say, oh, well, why isn't Elminster fucking solving this threat to the world or something like that?
well,
Which he absolutely could.
that makes more sense to me, actually, because Elminster can only be in one place at a time.
Oh yeah, true. Yeah. So
And
you just say he's busy with something else.
technically, if you read Curse of Strahd, you know where Elminster is.
Oh yeah, I suppose. Plus, there's always these freaking world-ending situations happening every week. So
Yeah, for what it's worth, in case spoilers, Elminster's off stuck in Barovia right now. I don't know if anybody else is playing Curse of Strahd, but yeah.
Yeah, we're actually my Curse of Strahd game is actually just in Castle Ravenloft now.
Have you guys encountered Elminster?
Elminster, I don't believe
maybe in
so.
Elminster.
Maybe, or wait, no, Elminster. I'm terrible with names.
probably the strongest wizard on the side of good.
He's the Red Wizard, right?
No, that's
Or not the Red
that's
Wizard.
Zastam.
Zestum. He's the dude.
He's one of the big.
Is
good
he the Mad
characters.
Mage? Is he the Mad
Nope,
Mage?
that's Hallister.
Hallister. Fuck.
Elminster, I think, is technically part of. He might
He's
be
a
part of.
hardcore, isn't he?
No,
or
I think
something.
he's part of Mordenkainen's group.
Mordenkainen.
Yes.
That's the guy I was thinking of. We found Mordenkainen.
I thought he was supposed to be one of the really nice, or at least the more positively aligned, and yet extremely powerful wizards.
Yeah. Maybe
Yes,
I have
we-
it wrong.
We bumped into Mordenkainen.
Oh, is it Mordenkainen? Is that who it is? Just like the hermit up in the hill?
Yep, that's Mordenkainen.
Okay, yeah.
I did not know who that was. Everyone else did. I was slightly terrified.
Well, that's where it's like meta knowledge kind of is crazy, right? Because if you know a bunch of the underlying plot themes, it's like, why the fuck is Mordenkainen just sitting here with memory loss? Like, what the fuck is going on? You know, like, so Mordenkainen is just living in a cave in fucking Barovia? Like, what's up with that? They kind of explain it, but I don't know. I sat down and read most of Strahd, or I flipped through Strahd the other day just to see if there was anything I wanted to, any inspirational stuff in there, and yeah, I think Strahd is interesting. I'm actually terrified of running Strahd at this point after actually reading the book.
Was that hard or?
So two reasons. One, I feel like Strahd is a campaign where you really need to all be like sitting together and I agree ahead of time either you're going to play it where like I think you have to play Strahd either 100% serious or you have to just agree from the outset that you're going to play it like a B horror movie. Because the way Strahd and Barovia works, I feel like you kind of have to go one way or the other. Because if you're going for like the overarching doom and gloom that campaign is going for, you kind of have to play it straight. So that's one thing. The second thing is that I get the impression, and maybe your campaign isn't this way, Sib, but I feel like there could, in theory, be a whole lot of back and forthing.
There's a bit. It varies from a lot of dialogue to very little dialogue, and yeah.
And it also feels like a really heavy RP campaign.
Right, which I mean we try to go for, but it's mixed results.
Yeah. So that's where I think like sitting around a table for Strahd, like that, actually being able to sit and see everybody and riff off of each other, I think it would work great in that context. I don't know if Strahd works as well over a virtual thing. I don't know. I could be completely wrong, right? Like I don't know, but that's just my hot take on Strahd. Yeah. I also
just
don't
realized. Sorry, go on.
I don't know, go ahead.
I was looking through my spell list and I noticed that protection from evil and good protects against Xanthiel as well because she's a fae. It's like, god damn it.
Yeah.
Because it stops against aberrations, celestials, elementals, fae, fiends, and undead.
Yeah.
Well, it's a good thing no one else can cast that.
No, Hallister is the Mad Mage. So all of the Waterdeep stuff, like Hallister is the Mad Mage there. Although I've been slowly reading Dungeon of the Mad Mage in 5th edition, and I like what they did with that more than most of their other modules. Because every like floor of that dungeon is its own little kind of self-contained thing. So I think I've said it before, but reading it reads like Dungeons and Dragons greatest hits. Like, here's the Drow floor, here's the Aboleth floor, here's the weird whimsical bullshit floor.
I would like to play on the Drow floor, thank you.
I bet you would.
No, you wouldn't.
All right, I want to play on the sexy fun Drow floor where they're running from their goddess or whatever the fuck she is.
Lolth?
Yeah. She's not a fun goddess. She's a.
So this is where also like I get frustrated with people who say races can't be evil, because if you look at the Drow, they're fucking evil.
Oh no, they're
If you
absolute
look at
unadulterated.
Pathfinder Drow, they're even worse.
Yeah, no, they're unadulterated pieces of shit. But they're kind of like a fighting dog. They were
Like-
raised to be that.
Pathfinder Drow are literally chuds.
Yeah, like. But here's my issue with races in the game in general.
I'm gonna stop the video before we just turn this into like something that'll get me banned from YouTube. But let me hit that button and then we can keep talking about
Yeah.
Drow. Thanks, guys. I'm gonna hit the end button.
Yeah.